Maria, we had a blast today. Whenever we go out together, I end up wanting to check out everything. That new collection at the store? The colors and designs were so cute, just looking at them had me pumped. And watching your reactions made it even more fun.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. I don't usually go to fancy stores like that, so I was honestly a little nervous the whole time.
But hey, you didn't end up buying anything, right? That purse looked amazing on you, though. It gave off such a classy vibe.
Really? That's nice of you to say, but when I saw the price tag, I panicked. I just couldn't bring myself to buy it.
Oh, come on. Don't you think the best time to get something is when you really want it? If you miss that chance, you might regret it later, you know. You're being way too stingy. Seriously. If you always hold back like that, it's going to drag your mood down.
It's not about being stingy. I'm just the type who has to really think it through. Like, how I'll use it, if I actually need it. That thing was close to $1,000, you know.
I spent like $500 just today, and I don't regret a thing. Every time I look at my new clothes, I get so hyped. Like I'm ready to crush the week.
If that's what lifts your mood, then I think it's totally fine. But me, I just can't help being a little cautious when it comes to spending on stuff like that.
Still, you checked out all that stuff and didn't buy anything. That's kind of a waste, don't you think? You even tried some things on. Don't you think it's okay to treat yourself a little more? Sometimes it's good to just listen to what you want, you know.
Well, for me, it feels way worse when I buy something I didn't really want. Later I'll think, did I really need that? And then it feels like a total waste.
Oh, by the way, that shirt I wanted earlier, I was just a bit short on cash. Do you think you could swap me $100? I'll pay you back as soon as possible.
What? Oh, sorry. I just feel weird about lending money, and honestly, I don't have much wiggle room right now.
Oh, come on. I only asked because I figured it'd be no big deal. But wow, you're seriously super strict about stuff like that, huh?
Yeah, I guess it's just how I'm wired. If I'm going to lend money, it's gotta be a situation where I wouldn't care if I never saw it again. Otherwise, I just can't do it.
I see. Well, I splurged today and totally blew off all my stress. So honestly, I feel like going for it was totally the right move for me.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to look at it. I'm more the type who wants to avoid that, why did I even buy that? Regret later.
In that case, I probably shouldn't show you my credit card bill when it comes in. You know, that might give me a heart attack. Hey Maria, how's it going? Hope you've been doing okay.
Oh hey Layla, what's up?
I just needed someone to talk to.
Wow, it's been forever, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. So much has been going on lately. I just kind of felt like reaching out.
It's not every day I get a message from you. Everything okay?
I thought it might be nice to check in once in a while. Honestly, I've been wanting to have a real talk with you for a long time.
That means a lot to hear. And honestly, chatting like this feels really good.
But you always seem so busy, so I guess I kept hesitating to reach out.
I see. Sorry if I made you feel like you couldn't. But really, anytime, you're more than welcome.
I appreciate it. Honestly, seeing you out there crushing it and making your own money, I think that's seriously amazing. I've always wanted to ask you about it someday. Like how you got started on that path and everything.
Wow, I didn't know you were curious about that. That makes me really happy. It kind of feels like all the hard work paid off. But to be honest, where I am now, it's mostly just a mix of luck and timing. Back in the day, I really went through a lot. And Layla, you've got Mason. He's a good, kind guy. So part of me thinks you don't need to push yourself too hard.
Yeah, you're right. But lately, I've been feeling this little frustration inside. Like I've got all these thoughts swirling around.
Frustration? What do you mean? Are you worried about something?
I'm really grateful for Mason, but if I'm being honest with what he makes now, thinking about our future and everything, I can't help but feel kind of uneasy.
I see. Yeah, when it comes to money, no matter how much you have, it's hard to ever feel totally secure. I get it. I really do.
And lately, I feel like we barely talk as a couple anymore. It's like we're slowly drifting apart.
Wait, really? I had no idea you were feeling like that. Now I'm a little worried.
Yeah, to be honest, Mason's been so cold lately. He used to be so much more caring, but now it feels like he won't even look at me.
Well, that's surprising to hear. He always reminded me of Steven. Calm, thoughtful, family-oriented. But I guess you never really know what's going on inside someone.
Yeah, maybe he seems that way outside, but at home, it's like he just doesn't care. I don't think he has any clue what I'm feeling day to day.
Oh, wow. You've never told anyone that before, have you? I'm glad you opened up to me.
Yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about my future and where I'm heading. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I figured maybe you could give me some advice. And if possible, I wanted to do it when your husband's not around. It's just hard to open up in front of both of you. If I'm being real, it's easier to talk woman to woman.
Of course. If I can help in any way, I'd love to. You can talk to me about anything, okay?
Really? Oh, thank you. You're always so dependable.
Well then, how about we meet up somewhere and have a proper chat? Maybe a quiet little cafe, somewhere chill and private.
Actually, I'd feel super awkward if someone overheard or saw us talking. So I was kind of hoping we could talk at your place if that's okay. It'd be more private, and I wouldn't feel like I'm putting you out too much. I know it's kind of a weird ask.
Honestly, that probably is more comfortable. All right then, just come over. Don't even worry about it. I'll get everything ready for you.
Really? Thank you so much. Just talking to you like this already makes me feel a little lighter.
I've got your favorite coffee beans, and I'll bake some homemade treats too. I actually love doing that kind of hosting. It's fun for me.
And that really means a lot to me. Honestly, I've had no one to talk to, and I've just been holding everything in.
I get it. When you're going through that, it feels so lonely and heavy. But don't worry, I've got your back. No matter what it is, I'm here for you.
Hey Steven, you got a minute? Are you busy?
No, I'm good. Kind of rare to hear from you at this hour. What's up?
Sorry for the sudden text. Steven, I kind of need to ask you something.
What is it? You sound more serious than usual.
So, this Sunday, do you think you could maybe be out of the house for a bit?
Wait, be out? Do you have something planned? Kinda surprised you'd ask me that.
Well, Layla wants to come over. She said she needs somewhere calm where she can really talk.
Layla? Wow, that's unexpected. She's not usually the type who likes hanging out at our place.
I know, right? But it seems like she's got something weighing on her. She wants to talk through some stuff, just the two of us.
Oh, I get it. If that's the case, having me around might make it harder to open up.
Is this going to be a problem for you? If it is, we can totally pick another day.
No, it's totally fine. I can just go for a walk or hang out at a cafe while you guys talk. But there's one thing that's kind of been on my mind.
Huh? What is it? What's bothering you?
Well, I actually heard a little something about Layla from Mason.
Wait, from Mason?
Yeah, just a bit. He mentioned a while ago that he'd been kind of worried about her.
I knew it. This whole thing is about their relationship, isn't it? I could just feel something was off.
You don't have to go into detail, but now I'm a little curious. What kind of stuff does she say?
She says she's been feeling like Mason is distant, like he doesn't understand how she feels anymore.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds rough. So that's what this is about.
Is there something else that's bugging you?
No, it's just that their stories don't exactly line up. Mason told me Layla's been spending money like crazy lately.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, she did ask a lot of really specific stuff about money.
It's not about who's right or wrong. There's not always just one truth, you know? They probably just see things from totally different angles.
Yeah, instead of throwing in my own opinion, I just want to stay neutral and let her talk it out calmly.
I think that's the best thing you could do. Alright then, I'll just hang out somewhere that day, so don't worry and take your time with her.
Thanks, darling. Sorry to bother you with all this. Once we're done talking, I'll fill you in on how it went. Hey, Steven. Sorry to bug you out of nowhere.
What's up? You sound like you're a bit nervous.
There's just something that's really bothering me.
What happened? You're not quite sounding like your usual self.
Do you have a minute right now?
Sure. What's going on?
So earlier I stopped by the grocery store nearby to grab a few basics. And I went to pay with my card, like usual.
Huh. That's not like you. Don't you normally use cash?
Yeah, exactly. I'm usually all about cash, but today I figured I'd just use my card. But when I opened my wallet, the card was gone. It totally caught me off guard. I have no idea how or when it disappeared.
Wow. Seriously? That's kind of freaky.
Right? I seriously have no clue how it went missing. I'm starting to wonder if I dropped it somewhere or maybe left it behind.
Well, I honestly have no idea either. Honestly, I've never even gone near your wallet, so I wouldn't have a clue where to begin.
Same here. I usually just use cash, so I kind of forgot I even had the card. That's why I didn't notice it was missing until now.
So you can't really remember the last time you used it?
Well, actually, I know I had it on Sunday. When Layla came over, I wanted to treat her to lunch, so I ordered delivery. And when I was paying through my phone, I pulled the card out to check the security code on the back. So yeah, I definitely had it in my wallet then.
And now today's the first time you realized it was gone.
Exactly. I was totally shocked. I don't think I dropped it or anything.
I hate to say it, but maybe you should consider the possibility it was Layla. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but it's not totally impossible.
No way.
I mean, even the last time, she didn't actually talk about anything serious, right?
Yeah, she said she wanted advice, but all she really asked about was how much I make and how much I spend.
Honestly, that's a weird direction for a conversation to go.
I figured she was just really curious about money, but I never thought she'd actually steal from me.
I don't want to think that either, but if we look at this logically, she's definitely the most suspicious one. What if the whole I need advice thing was just a setup to take the card?
Alright, I'll talk to her myself and see what she says.
If you're not up for it, I can ask her instead. Are you sure you're okay with this?
Yeah, I'm sure. If I don't ask her myself, it's just going to eat away at me.
Okay, then if anything happens, call me right away. Just be careful.
Layla, there's something I need to ask you. Do you have a minute?
Oh, hey. Does it have to be right now?
Yeah, it's kind of urgent.
Alright. So, what's going on?
Thanks again for the other day. I'm glad we had a chance to talk.
No, really, thank you. It was nice getting to talk about everything.
Okay, so this might sound a little weird, but I hope you won't take it the wrong way.
Ah, sure. Of course. It's fine. But what's up?
Well, I noticed this morning that my credit card is missing from my wallet.
What?
Oh, that's not good. You sure you didn't drop it somewhere or something? No, that's the thing. I'm just asking around, checking with everyone to be safe. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it, would you?
Maria, that's kind of a weird thing to ask, don't you think? No offense, but it feels off.
Weird? What do you mean?
I mean, if someone really stole your card, wouldn't you have noticed right away? Realizing it days later? That's kind of wild.
Super careless if you ask me. So that means it was you. You stole my card, didn't you? Why would you do something like that?
Wait, why are you accusing me like that? Okay, look, the truth is, I suddenly needed some cash, just for a little bit.
That's not my problem. Anyway, give the card back, right now.
I would love to, believe me, but it's kind of tricky at the moment.
Why the hell can't you give it back? What does that even mean?
Well, the thing is, I'm in Maldives right now, using your card, living my best island life.
Wait, what? Are you seriously saying you're in Maldives right now?
Yeah, I entered this giveaway from a travel magazine, and crazy enough, I actually won. So everything happened super last minute.
You've got to be kidding me. You never said a word about any of this.
Well, I figured there wasn't really a need to tell you every little thing. But honestly, everything here in Maldives is crazy expensive, and I can't even enjoy myself. So I started thinking, you make good money, right? I figured borrowing your card for a bit wouldn't hurt.
You've got to be kidding me. I'm seriously pissed right now. You think this is okay? And if you really needed the money, why didn't you just come talk to me about it?
Oh, please. If I had, would you have just handed me like 50 grand?
50 grand? Are you out of your mind?
Knew you'd react like that. But seriously, if you want to go all out in Maldives, that's the kind of budget you need.
I can't believe you're saying this so seriously.
Right? I mean, you're the type who hesitates to spend money on cookies. I know how stingy you are. So I figured, why bother asking? I just quietly borrowed your card instead.
What is wrong with you? You can't seriously think that's okay.
Yeah, I never expected you to forgive me in the first place. I don't really live by morals or rules, you know. As long as I'm enjoying the moment, that's all that matters to me. So save the yelling for after I get back, okay? Though, honestly, even if you yell, it's not like I'm going to feel bad about it.
Unbelievable. Don't act like this is no big deal.
Oh, by the way, I'm actually shopping at the duty-free store right now.
Wait, right now? You're still using the card?
There's this super cute purse and some sparkly jewelry. I can't even decide. Total came out to around 20 grand, so I'll just go ahead and charge it to your card.
Hold on, are you serious? This isn't just some joke.
Seriously, I'm not joking. I mean, with your dull personality, I really just viewed you as a cash machine. And if you're just going to hoard your money and never enjoy it, then I might as well put it to good use, right? You should honestly be thanking me.
All right, got it. I'm done with this. I'll be handling it through legal action from here on out.
Whatever, go ahead. Like anything some washed up old lady does is going to matter.
Hey Layla, got a second?
What now?
Still hopping around stores or what?
Of course.
Well, I've got something to tell you.
What do you want? I'm kind of busy right now.
So you're done shopping then?
Huh? What are you getting at? I still have a few things on my list, so I'm just checking out a few more stores. At this rate, I might blow through like 50 grand.
Look, I don't care how much you spent, but that card, you can't use it anymore.
What? Wait, don't tell me you canceled it or something. That's not your call.
No, didn't have to go through all that trouble. There was no need at all, actually.
What does that even mean? Stop being vague and just fill me in on what's happening.
That card has a credit limit of $2,000. So all those fancy purchases? Yeah, they were never even possible to begin with.
What? Okay, that's hilarious. You really expect me to believe that crap? I can't deal with you right now.
I'm telling the truth. If that card actually had a 50 grand limit, I would have canceled it immediately. But I knew I didn't need to. There's no way you were going to make any big purchases with that thing.
That's ridiculous. You're a company CEO or whatever, making serious money, right? And yet your card only has a 2,000 limit? That's insane.
Maybe so. But like you said, I'm just that stingy person, remember?
What?
To keep myself from wasting money, I purposely set the limit to 2 grand. It's just how I manage things.
You've got to be kidding me. Oh, that's so dumb.
Say whatever you want. I do things my way. So you might want to stop trying to use that card. You're just going to end up getting embarrassed at the register.
So you're saying I have to survive in Maldives on just 2 grand?
Exactly. Which is why heading home might be your smartest move. Stop putting on a show and try living with your means.
Hey, Steven. Sorry to bother you all of a sudden.
Layla?
Yeah, I'm in serious trouble right now. I really, really need your help.
I can't believe you actually had the nerve to call me.
I didn't know what else to do. Please, I'm begging you.
Layla, I can't believe what you've done. This is insane.
So, Maria told you everything, didn't she?
Yeah, she called me just now. How could you do something this outrageous?
I mean, it's my dream trip to Maldives. I just wanted to enjoy myself a little. What's so wrong about that?
Nobody really cares if you were hoping to have a good time or not. The issue is that you used someone else's credit card without permission.
I knew Maria'd never loan me the money if I asked, so I figured just borrowing the card for a bit wouldn't hurt.
Borrowed it? Do you even realize how insane that sounds? That's totally unacceptable.
But your wife makes bank, right? She's a CEO. So what's the big deal if family uses her card a little?
Even if you're family, there are still lines you don't cross.
And that card limit, there's no way it's only 2 grand. She's gotta have more than that. Honestly, living with someone that stingy? I feel bad for you. You'd probably be better off getting a divorce.
You have no right to say that to me. I love Maria with all my heart, and I respect her more than anyone. So don't throw around words like divorce so casually.
But what's so great about someone that cheap?
Before she became a CEO, Maria struggled with money for years. Even when things were tough, she never gave up.
What do you mean? I've never heard anything like that.
She lost her dad when she was young and was raised by her mom alone. They barely scraped by, and she couldn't even afford college. Still, she pushed through, working like crazy, studying on her own whenever she had time, saving every penny. She built her company from the ground up, all by herself, and finally made it. But even now, she's never forgotten what it felt like to be poor. That's why she watches every expense, lives responsibly, and stays grounded. And that's the kind of person I admire. Someone real, with her feet on the ground. You? Someone who wants to party on someone else's dime? You'll never understand what that kind of strength really means.
Oh, shut up. I don't have time to listen to your lectures right now. I've still got 5 more nights in Maldives, and I have to figure something out. But with just my $2,000 and whatever's left in my wallet, it's not even close to enough. So please, I'm begging you, just send me a little money.
You already booked the hotel and flight, right? Then if you plan it right, you should be able to make it work on a smaller budget.
That's impossible. Do you have any idea how expensive everything is here?
Then look for discount shops or food stands. There's always a way.
Oh, please, don't be so heartless. I'm seriously desperate right now.
To be honest, the moment I heard you used Maria's card without asking, you lost my trust completely.
Please, I'm begging you. Just this once.
Why are you even asking me? Are you alone over there?
Huh? Why are you asking that?
Well, if you're this strapped for cash, then maybe.
Hey, don't change the subject. Just focus on sending the money, please. I swear I'll pay you back the second I get home. I'll even add interest if you want.
All right. If you're that desperate, I'll send you the money.
Wait, seriously? Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah, I know it must be tough. But in return, you don't touch Maria's card again. That's the condition.
Absolutely, I promise. Cross my heart, I won't touch it again.
So, Layla, did you enjoy your time in Maldives? Must have been a lot to deal with, huh?
Whatever. Coming from you, that just sounds super passive-aggressive.
I wasn't trying to be sarcastic. Anyway, did you already get back to America?
Yeah, I landed today. Thanks to you, it was a total disaster of a trip.
Don't go blaming that on me, all right? Now, can you go ahead and return my card?
Fine. So what? You want me to just drop it off at your place? I'll check it in your mailbox or whatever.
Oh, don't bother. Instead, could you take it to the police station? Just hand it over to an officer there. That'll do.
Huh? The police?
Of course. What you did is theft. You really think that's something you can just get away with it?
Hold on. I borrowed it, that's all.
You seriously think that excuse holds up? Don't be ridiculous. Did you ever ask me if you could borrow it? When exactly did I ever say you could use my card?
Yeah, but come on. Getting the cops involved over a measly $2,000?
I don't see $2,000 as measly. That's a lot of money. You might not think so, but I do. And the fact that you just took it out of my wallet without permission? That's not okay. So go to the police and turn yourself in.
No way, I'm not doing that.
If you don't, then I'll file a report myself and have you arrested.
What?
You committed a crime. This is what happens.
Wait, hold on. Isn't there some law that says theft between family doesn't count? So even if you report me, it won't matter, right?
You're right. There is a rule like that, but it only applies to parents, spouses, stuff like that. Yes, you and I are technically family, but legally speaking, we're just two unrelated people. So what you did still counts as a crime.
No way.
If you turn yourself in, the punishment will be lighter. That's why I really think you should go.
Hold on. We're supposed to be family, right? That should matter more than the law.
Sure, but you stole a card straight out of a family member's wallet. And I'm not the kind of person who can just brush that off and still call you family. I think you need to face the legal consequences of what you did.
Do I really have to go?
You don't, but the longer you wait, the worse it'll get. It's up to you now.
Wait, what's going on here?
Oh, you're done already? That was fast.
Something's not right.
What are you talking about?
Hey, what's going on?
Is everything okay? Were you able to make it home?
Yeah, I went through the questioning, and since it was just a referral to prosecutors, they let me go.
Well, that's good then. Turning yourself in really was the right move, huh?
That's not what I'm asking about. Do you know where Mason is?
Mason? He's not around.
Exactly. He should have been back from his business trip by now.
All right. You snuck off to Maldives while he was away.
Can we not go over that again? The point is, he hasn't come home, and I can't get in touch with him at all.
Why are you asking me about that?
Because Steven blocked me. I can't reach him.
You really have no idea why Mason isn't coming back?
Did you two tell him I went to Maldives without permission? Did you tell him I got arrested too?
Of course we told him. What did you expect? And by the way, the money you got sent, that came from Mason.
What? Wait, seriously?
Mason was shocked when he heard what you did.
So that's why he hasn't come home?
That's part of it, but there's more to it than that.
What do you mean?
Who did you go to Maldives with?
Huh?
You weren't traveling alone, were you?
Why are you even asking that?
I'm asking if you went to Maldives with someone you're seeing.
Why would you ask something like that?
Because it didn't add up. If you were going to Maldives, shouldn't it have been with Mason? And obviously, he had no clue you were going. Even if it were just friends, there'd be no reason to hide it. But you did hide it, which tells me you were guilty about something.
Oh, don't throw wild accusations at me like that.
It's not a guess. While you were in Maldives, the three of us talked it over, and we hired a local investigator to keep tabs on you.
No, you've got to be kidding.
Of course it's true. We relied on the GPS from Mason's phone to track your exact location. Then we passed that on to the investigator and had them find out who you were with. Turns out, you were with some flashy young guy. And yeah, we've got plenty of pictures, so don't even try to deny it.
So Mason left because I was cheating on him?
Exactly. He's already making preparations to file for divorce.
Divorce?
You're not that upset about it, are you? You were always complaining that Mason didn't make enough money.
No, that wasn't... It was just me venting.
If that were true, you wouldn't have flown off to Maldives with another guy. The guy you were with totally looked like a male escort or something. You were probably blowing through cash to impress him, right?
So what if I was?
How could anyone stay married to someone who does that? So yeah, he's divorcing you. And that's not changing. But hey, maybe that's a good thing, right? I mean, once you're divorced from Mason, you might be able to marry that guy instead.
And that's not going to happen. Once he saw how broke I was on that trip, he totally lost interest in me.
Wow, that's rough. Seems like you lost a lot of people on that Maldives trip.
All that just for borrowing a credit card.
Don't be ridiculous. I told you what you did was a crime. You really thought there'd be no consequences?
I just figured if it was just a little, no one would notice.
You're way too naive. Life doesn't work out that conveniently. Mason's already started the process with a lawyer, so you might want to get ready.
Why does it feel like I'm the only one getting punished here?
Because you've spent your whole life making excuses. This isn't anyone else's fault but yours. Sometime later, Layla officially divorced Mason. It turned out that Maldives wasn't the only issue. She'd also been cheating with another man. That ended up being the final straw. With both betrayal and infidelity stacked against her, Mason demanded a large settlement. Layla had been living a life of luxury, but the cost of it all hit her hard. She had to give up her high-rise condo and, with no other option, try to move back in with her parents. But once she told them the real reason for the divorce, they were furious and ended up cutting her off completely. So now, Layla's got no home, no support system, and she's barely scraping by in a tiny apartment working part-time just to survive. It's a far cry from the version of her who used to flaunt her lifestyle to everyone around her. Meanwhile, Mason was understandably shaken at first by the divorce, but over time he processed his feelings and began throwing himself into work. Now he's more driven and full of energy than ever. Watching this whole thing unfold reminded me of something important. When people chase money blindly, it's easy to lose their way. I may have some savings now, but I never want to be ruled by it. Money matters, sure. But what matters more is trust and emotional richness with the person beside you. That's why, moving forward, I want to keep putting my relationship with Steven first and cherish the simple, peaceful life we have together.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.